wasting material.
Welcome to the weekend show with XLG and Mediumjay. Here's my buddy Mediumjay. I am XLG. Jay, what is up, pal?
Oh man, I thought I had coronavirus. I thought I had COVID-19.
There was a little bit of a scare. You told me you had a little bit of a scare. What was going on? What were some of the symptoms?
So, Thursday, I woke up at like 12 o'clock at night.
Right.
12 a.m. I guess.
Yeah.
And I was just like sore throat, like fucking felt like someone punched me in the throat, or one of those weird, like, you know when your friends would karate chop you in the neck, or maybe that's just me. Maybe
as friends do, you know. Yeah. Sure.
It felt like someone just fucked my throat up. And then I felt like my chest was like someone was sitting on my chest. Like it felt like legit something was pressure on my chest.
I told you when you get the whores to shit on your chest, they've got to crouch and hover.
Yeah,
and hover.
They can't do it. It's
they can't. You're getting older. Yeah, you're getting older. You can't take the pressure of the whore right on your chest. So squat and hover.
All the cocks in my mouth is affecting my throat. Right.
Cocks à la bouche.
No, and then I just couldn't breathe. Like, you know when you completely can't breathe out of half your nose?
Yes.
Yes. Like, you know you're sick, and it's like almost like I had a headache and I was pounding. And I just felt like, oh God, dude, this is it. All this shit, all the times I talk shit about COVID-19, never catching it. I'm like, oh no.
Just like Donald Trump.
Yeah. And then it was like, for that weekend, I was like kind of worried. Right. And then that kind of is why we're late. Sorry guys.
Sorry for being late, folks.
I was dealing with that, and then I got tested on Saturday.
Yeah.
And Saturday, like before I got tested last summer, there was it took like 5 hours to stay in line because everyone was getting tested and they had such a slow routine of doing it. And I guess
exactly.
They were just getting it used to. But now I just went in there. They're like, okay, just wait for the next two people, and then it took like 10 minutes. Yeah. And then they just jammed it up, and they told me all this stuff.
Did they get up the nose there? And
still up the nose, and they said, before you probably took it, and it took like 3 to 4 days to come back. Yeah, you just go online tomorrow. You'll definitely have the results.
Damn.
So tomorrow, instant. But
bang.
Again, like the rich people have like the weird guns that just instantly can tell you're fucking...
Weird gun.
Like the weird laser beam thing. I don't know.
Was it a Jewish laser?
It's Jewish lasers.
Jewish laser guns?
No, because I always hear I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, we tested these guys. They're all safe. Like, and they get it within an hour. Or they get it within like the same...
Well, there is because there's supposed to be that rapid 15-minute test or something. That's the one everybody was pushing for.
Yeah, but like... The losers like us, we gotta wait a day, right?
The schmoes.
It's just the hassle.
Yeah.
She's like, legitimately, she's like, don't try to leave your house or anything like that. And she just was very like weird. It was like weird, because I had a coffee. Yeah. So I was like, you have your coffee and your donuts. Stay at home. Don't leave. You got your stuff now.
You got your stuff now. Yeah, make sure you can make this last.
Don't leave, you fucking asshole, because you could be infected, right? We don't want to
spreading it, you prick.
Yeah,
but what about a mask? Can't you wear a mask?
I was wearing a mask and everything, and I don't know. It's just because there's a contract. If you have it, you have the contact tracing, so you got to go and make all the calls to your loved ones. Like
that's right.
Like it's like an AIDS call.
Yeah, exactly. Honey, you may have herpes.
Yeah.
I mean COVID.
COVID. Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Thank God for that.
Thank God. Yeah, it was terrible, and it's like I hated calling in sick. If you're an average Joe, the call in sick is like I feel like my job's on the line every time. Like I'm like
you do, even though like
a list of bullet points.
Do you get sick days at your job?
I get sick days. Yeah,
because a lot of places, because of cutbacks, whatever they want to call it, a lot of places aren't giving up. Like I don't get sick days.
You don't get sick. You get vacation days?
No, I don't even get vacation. They give me vacation pay. Once a year. Days. But so it's I've got to save what it worked out to be. It worked out to be about maybe $300 or something that I got as vacation pay, and so that's
not bad.
Well, it's
300 3 days.
Yeah,
3 days out of 300 days.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it kind of shocked me a little bit there. It's just it only worked out to be about $300 that I ended up getting. Yeah. Of course, it's more because before taxes and stuff. So.
Well, yeah, it's really weird because I do get good days, but I still feel like I'm like, I gotta explain my shit. I'm like, okay, I got this, I got that, I got this, and I don't feel like coming in because I'm worried about everybody else.
And everybody looks at you so suspiciously. Even just saying you're sick, they just kind of, are you really sick?
Yeah. Let me. I don't smell like you're sick.
Yeah. It doesn't smell like you're sick.
Don't look sick. Come on.
Just, well, then, It's
like, I just feel like shit, though. Like, it's like, it's hard to explain, like, when you wake up and you're just like, oh God, like you got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like,
Well, and that's, any of these COVID people that we've seen, a couple of newscasters have gotten it. And they say you wake up and it just feels like you've been hit by a bus.
Mm-hmm.
So
I legit was convinced I had COVID before I had when I had the test. I just got the test and I was just telling everyone.
So were you making out your will already and dividing up stuff? What did I get? What do I get?
You got the microphone.
All right.
So then. That's pretty much.
Well, actually, you've got that other one still sitting around here. You got two. I was thinking of taking it to the pawn shop there and seeing what I can get for it.
It's like a $30 microphone.
Oh, God damn it!
I need it though for my raps.
That's right.
And other festivities.
Other festivities, like for filming your homemade porn or something.
Homemade porn. Yeah, it's like the boom mic.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you don't get that in the shot, otherwise the girl's gonna grab that thinking it's another cock or something.
Yeah.
And it's really just a boom mic. Yeah, she's doing that audio sensitivity. Yeah, she's doing that audio sensor shit.
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR.
You're into ASMR?
No.
You know what ASMR is?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the stuff where you get really close to the microphone and you just start talking to people like this, and it just seems like it's really creepy.
Oh my God, you're good, man. And
thanks, man. Maybe I got a new career. Yeah. Just wait a minute. That was the old beatnik applause, the snapping of the fingers. I can't even snap my fingers anymore.
It's the fucking in jazz or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, the beatniks used to do it. After the poetry, that was their applause because
these Gen Z motherfuckers, they think they invented everything.
I know.
Like everything. Like they're trying to.
Okay. When really it was me that invented everything.
About the fucking stupid like your pay and your vacation days.
Yeah.
My buddy works at Burger King in the States, bro, and I keep telling him, I'm like, you don't get any vacation days, and he's just laughing like, what is that?
Yeah, what are those?
What are sick days? I'm like, dude, you don't get paid ever when you time off? He's like, no, never.
They actually just got the child tax credit. And I mean, we've had child tax credit here in Canada for quite a while, and now they're doing it in the States, and they're saying, oh, this could lift so many children out of child poverty and shit like that, and it's kind of, will it though? Like, has that really worked here? Are there thousands of children that aren't in poverty now because of the child tax benefit?
Yeah, like if you're broke and like an extra couple $100, like how much do you get? You get $400.
Well, yeah, it's changed over the years. It used to be like a flat $20, but the cost of everything else has gone up. So I mean, that's gone up a little bit. Now it's kind of based on income and shit like that. But yeah, you can get a couple $100. You can depending on per child.
I thought it was like $1,800 per year or something. Something it maxes out for the taxes.
I have no idea. I consciously said when I was 15 years old that I was nowhere near responsible enough to have children.
15 years old.
15 years old. I realized.
Snips?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I couldn't afford that. We didn't even know about snipping back then.
Yeah, no garden tools.
No, yeah, exactly. Take the pruning shears and get that back a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, like 15 years old, you're like, fuck it, fuck kids.
Yeah.
But when you're 15, like
I never thought I could find a woman that would love me.
But you actually just, and you still feel like the exact same way.
Like, yeah. I'm glad I didn't have kids because like I said, I don't think I would be responsible enough, and I seriously didn't think I would ever find a woman that would go through pregnancy for me.
Yeah. You thought it was a ruse.
Yeah,
like she's after something.
Yeah.
She knows.
Oh, sweetheart, you'd have hooked your cart to the wrong horse there.
I actually had a scare like about 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a girl was like, "Hey, I late on my period."
Uh-oh.
And we're talking like month and a half late.
Oh, doing the nasty. So why were you raw dogging it anyways? In this day and age, and you're still raw dogging?
Okay, so she had her period. The day after she comes over.
Right.
I'm like, your egg's gone already.
Yeah.
I could just shoot my load in.
Hey, there you go.
Right?
Sure.
Right?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
It's very. There's the 5 days, I think, before period, the menstrual cycle, which is the most it's the most like ready for the egg, like the ovulating, right?
Uh-huh.
She's ready to go, and that's
Right.
when a lot of people try to get for babies, right? But 5 days after is like the least amount of risk because the egg's fucking gone.
Well,
She
there we
shot
go.
it out of her.
Nice. Well, there you
You know,
go.
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
So
The egg is on a tampon now, or on a pad or something.
but it was close,
and in the
'cause
garbage.
she didn't get her period for a long time.
God
And I was like, oh God. So what I did was I was texting my buddies, right? It's like, oh God, what do? I got to move to Africa.
Run.
I got to move to
Run.
Africa. And then my buddy's like, I'm screenshotting all these posts, and I'm gonna show your kid when he's fucking 18, and I'm gonna show you a piece of his shit. I'm like, oh God, thanks guys. I can't trust anybody.
Yep,
I was just
that's right.
So scared, bro. And then I
Made
was
to
just
pay.
I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to stress her out. So I'm like, okay, we got to get married. You got to take my last name. You got to give my babies
So
the
what
last
do you
name.
think? The stressing her out should cause her a miscarriage or something? There you go. There's the care and quality of human life. See, that's why I didn't want a kid. Yeah, there you go.
But it's sad, but not
I
really.
knew it was going to be trouble.
I slowly this is within 24 hours of finding out. So I'm going through all my plans. Like obviously they're just ridiculous. But then I thought, you know what? I thought like just I was walking around with the father, like I got to be a father. I got to change my lifestyle.
Were you daddying up?
I was daddying up, and I was actually making shitty dad jokes. And
oh God!
I realized that, dude, a lot of these young women are like so attracted because I was just like walking around like I'm like, look at these women. I'm gonna take care of.
You haven't even got
women.
the kid in your arms yet, going out looking for women, and you're already out there looking for women.
Not looking for women. I'm like looking at like, wow, she used to be a baby. You know, I had this.
We
mentality.
all used to be babies.
We all used to be babies, and I just looked at life a lot more openly. Then she texted me a period, and then I threw my phone up in the air and I danced.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So how did she tell you she got the period? By showing you a little bloody spot in the
No,
gitch?
she just said, "Oh, never mind, I got my period." And I go, "All right,
Thank fuck for that."
I took the
But hey, that
the
sense of
rings off
relief,
layaway.
yeah. The sense of relief once she sent you that, and you, oh my
Because
God,
we wouldn't be able to do this show.
the show would suffer, and then what would the people do, man?
They'd be like, oh,
They'd be
just
stressed out. I would have to start auditioning for a new co-host.
I'd be one of those guys have a baby in my Instagram photo, like this is my love.
There you
and
go.
Shit.
Yeah.
Just a loser.
Bringing
Just
that damn kid by for shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's yeah.
And wouldn't
Here's
be able
my
to swear
kid.
in front of the fucking thing because they pick up everything like little sponges, the bastards.
Here's my kid. You know the baby mama. She's very busy. She's
Put him in a high chair behind us or something.
a little baby Bjorn bouncer thingy.
Yeah. You can
God.
fucking bounce around.
Oh God, man. I just not in COVID-19 in this day and age having a kid, man.
No,
like with
no,
everything going on, barely.
I mean, never at any time is it wise to have a child.
any time,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
That's just kind of power to
It's
the
not a
people
good
who
business move.
No,
it's not.
Power to the people that are willing to go through it though, because it's a tremendous amount of work. And
I mean,
yeah,
for all
I just
the people
knew I wasn't up for it.
like us, you born us, right?
Yeah.
Our parents. Thank you for having us.
Borned us?
You gave birth to us, and
There you go.
We rolled on into the world and said, "Fuck no, we're not doing that."
Nope.
Yeah.
I am not spreading my seat any farther than my bedspread.
Yeah, bedspread and maybe on the floor or the ceiling.
Maybe the floor, yeah.
Sometimes it shoots up in the ceiling.
Hey, on some of those good days,
yeah,
it can get going.
My friend said, "Oh, dude, there's some weird stories about like just shiesty chicks." Like he said, like
what on the internet? Weird stories.
My buddy said this girl was blowing me, right, and she was like a wild chick. She was crazy, like I want your kids or whatever. And he's like, no. So he's like really being careful, and she's blowing him. She sucked him off, sucked his semen up, spit it and rubbed it all around her. Shit, like it was like, oh my God! Like
seems like the sex education portion of the show has taken a serious turn.
And I was thinking that's not gonna work with saliva. Isn't the saliva gonna? And he's like, I don't know, man. But I don't know, man. Sperm is pretty fucking.
Even if she rubbed it all over her pussy, yes, one could still get in there.
Sperm is pretty fucking.
Yes.
What is it called?
Wily.
Resilient.
Resilient.
It's
Yeah,
resilient.
That it is.
It has to search for the egg. Man.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
need to reproduce, so it's one of those ingrained kind of things.
Well, I need to show millions of them too, so you could kill. You could
kill. All it takes is one. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh God.
Millions of soldiers go out, but only one makes it through. It's like the Thunderdome of sex or something. The Thunderdome of baby making.
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble of baby making. All these sperms shooting out. Well, speaking of children, I have an interesting conspiracy theory that sort of came up there. Yeah. You've heard of the online shopping Wayfair?
Wayfair, yeah.
Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Yeah.
See, we're even in harmony. But apparently some people believe that Wayfair is naming their cabinets and stuff after children because they are shipping children in the cabinets to you.
I heard that. The Wayfair gates or whatever.
It's just I'll have a Jennifer and I'll have a an Allison and
QAnon. That's probably a QAnon.
I believe
that's a
it
QAnon
is
conspiracy.
QAnon.
I don't know, man, because I heard some crazy shit.
Well, the pillows, they say the pillows cost thousands of dollars, and I never went to Wayfair. I should have gone to Wayfair and checked it out, but they say the pillows cost thousands of dollars because it comes with a child.
Yeah.
So
the pillows, I mean, pillows don't really cost that much
if
money.
you don't want to have sex with the child, at least you could adopt it and give it a good home maybe or something, and
or you
cut out the adoption agencies.
You teach it the value of labor.
Yeah.
Hard work.
That's right.
Make it feel important.
Yeah. Well, it went through the shipping process, so it already understands how the warehousing works.
Yeah.
I don't want to say these are the kids that Boko Haram's been kidnapping in Nigeria, but they got to come from somewhere, I guess.
Oh, man, it's weird, man, and it's like I don't know, because what is IKEA got North Korean kids in the things?
No, IKEA's Swedish.
IKEA's Swedish?
IKEA's Swedish, so it'd have Swedish children, I guess.
Swedish children? Then
unless they brought some Korean kids over as part of the labor force. They're the Mexican kids.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently all the Mexicans stand outside of Home Depots and wait for people to come around and offer them jobs and shit like that.
And then Lowe's would be low-priced.
Yes, they would be very low-priced children, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, God, Bed Bath & Beyond. What's the beyond?
Oh, yeah, what is the beyond? Nobody has ever looked at that. Nobody has ever looked at the beyond.
That's a point to ponder.
It is. It's just, why do you name all your cabinets after children?
Yeah.
Eh?
I don't know.
Better than naming them after horses, I guess.
Do you know why they named the hurricanes after women? And
I'd
Hurricane Sandy.
heard something.
There was one news broadcaster that had like 7 failed marriages, and he said, "I'm gonna get my women back by naming these tragic fucking hurricanes after the fucking." And then you do the joke. That have destroyed my life. A joke where it's like, "Hey, fucking Hurricane Lorene came in and took everything," and it was that, and then it just stuck with that. So it's guys like us making stupid ass jokes that affect the real world.
I guess so.
That's why all of the
we are influencers. That means you're an influencer.
We're influencers, like us and every fucking idiot on TikTok.
Yep. That's right. All of us are influencers.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
You hear about they're trying to cancel Eminem nowadays.
Why?
Because, okay.
Why now?
The song I Love the Way You Lie.
Right.
With Rihanna. You heard that big song?
No.
It's like, you probably heard it on the radio. It was one of those songs in like the 2010s where everyone heard it. Whether you like Eminem or not. Like Rihanna, not. You just hear it because it was like everywhere. But it was like, I love the way you lie. It's about like an abusive relationship.
Right.
And at the end, there's like a bar. There's like a rhymes that he had. It's like, if she ever tries to leave again, I'm going to tie her to the bed and set the house on fire. It's gonna stand. And then she comes in and sings.
Catchy.
But that's the line where you go, okay, that's kind of fucked up. But the whole song is about being in an abusive relationship and how his guy perspective and the woman's perspective, and she's too scared to leave, kind of. But now one TikToker came along and said, "This is terrible. Yeah, we're gonna have to cancel Eminem." Right. And millions of views, millions of this, millions of that. Everyone's like, "Yep, cancel Eminem." All the Gen Z guys are like, "Cancel this motherfucker."
Yeah.
But all the millennials, which is me and everyone that grew up on Eminem, are like, "Fuck out of here! You can't cancel Eminem. His whole thing is shock of value. Fucking Slim Shady. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill twin babies. Like, you can't cancel him for something where he's imagining burning a house down an imaginary girlfriend.
Well, if they haven't canceled him for what he said by now, then why now? I mean, he's always been kind of controversial and shit like that. So, it's not a surprise.
What
Are
we even recording?
Yeah, we're recording. We're recording somehow. I don't know how, but
oh my god, dude!
I guess we're recording just off the.
What happened, man? You took off the.
I didn't take it off. It wasn't plugged in from the beginning. It wasn't plugged in from the beginning.
We're recording off of something.
Yeah, off of something. Don't know what. Probably the microphone and the computer.
The computer.
Oh my god, the
audio.
computer.
It's terrible. That's why it was so bad.
Well, we just got to go with it. This is life. This is life with live TV.
I was wondering why it was barely picking me up. Oh my god.
That'll be why.
So we'll have to do the. Oh my god. This is shitty. This is terrible.
We're so unprofessional.
This is terrible. But anyways.
No, yeah. we can stop and go smoke another joint and. I can go smoke another joint, Mr. Straight Edge over here.
No, we'll keep going. I say.
What, you gonna be able to cut all this out?
I'll keep the. No, we have to keep it. I'll keep the video. Yes. I'll keep the video phone and I'll try to work that audio, the piece of shit audio.
You are fucking magical, man. Why are you doubting yourself? Never doubt yourself. You're fucking just pure magic and you just make us shine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, barely.
Sure.
All of our 3 viewers.
I'd still like to smoke another joint though. But anyways, since fine. Have you heard about True Leaf? I think it's called True Leaf.
No.
TrueLeaf.com. It's a service where you order boxes of wine and they send you like 6 bottles of wine, and they've got an introductory offer right now where it's only like $40 or something. I don't know. It's just the price doesn't really matter. It's just more of the whole premise of now you're having boxes of wine shipped to your house at whatever time of the day. Hey, this is a good time to get drunk.
True Leaf. You want to get drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Fuck 3 o'clock. 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. when that fucking delivery man shows up. What time's the post guy get here? Where's my wine?
Somewhere.
I want my wine.
Mom, am I going to work? Am I going to school today, Mom?
Yeah.
That's the kid. Oh, call a cab.
Yeah. Where's my child care? I'm drinking my wine this afternoon.
I need more wine. Fuck, man.
Yep.
I don't know,
is that a wise idea?
The bottles of you can go on to Skip the Dishes or Uber, DoorDash, and just rattle off fucking an extra $10-$20 to the guy, and he brings you big old packs of beer.
Well, I'm pretty sure now that COVID's here, Liquor and Lotteries has probably got some sort of delivery system set up.
The lottery, I'm not too sure.
Well, not lottery, but the Liquor and Lotteries. That's just the way the whole company is one.
Yeah.
People that control our liquor control our lottery.
Yeah.
That's why when I worked at this one place to make their account, I called them Lick and Lot.
Lick and Lot.
Lick and Lot.
It's weird though, if you go outside of Winnipeg,
yeah,
you go to like a Handy Mart or whatever those regular marts are, they all have liquor too that they're able to sell.
Oh yeah, a lot of places. Well, I mean, every goddamn corner store in the States sells liquor.
Yeah, you can go to a Rexall.
Yeah,
you go to Rexall and you're like, dude, you can get a fucking big ass.
You can go to Rexall and get all Rex.
No, that's terrible.
I saw it when I was in England too, because a lot of the corner stores. Yeah.
You walk into Walmart and get a fucking bottle, and you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, we go grocery shopping, and the last aisle of the store was just all liquor. It's just, this is where you end up.
Yeah. Make your shopping a lot easier.
It does, yeah.
Coming back
oops, I dropped that bottle here. Let me finish it off while I'm standing here waiting. They're going to throw it out anyway, so as long as you don't get any glass in your mouth.
Yeah. I think, with us, it's like, it's weird because they don't allow, it'd be cool to just go to a 7-Eleven and pick up a couple of beers, eh?
I know, but is it such a good idea to have liquor just so readily available everywhere?
I don't know. The States look like they're doing pretty good.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're doing fine. They're doing great.
Making great conscious decisions.
Yeah, you bet. All morally right and non-objectionable.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
Well, I don't know. The liquor thing, I always thought it was stupid that we didn't have liquor available 24/7. Just because, it's like, you gotta time your drinking accordingly when you're fucked up.
No, that's when if you gotta go to the liquor store, you just make the big purchase, so you're not having to, having to check your watch. The liquor store open yet, I need more beer.
You always somehow run out around the 2:30, 2 a.m. where you're
of course,
like,
because you're an alcoholic and you're constantly drinking.
Okay, I think we. And you're always fucked up, so you don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
But
but you do anyway.
If it was open 24/7, you could have an hour break and be like, okay, I'm sobered up.
Well,
and you can hop in your car. And go.
There's this one girl I work with that she knows what time the vendors close because she's just it was on her lunch one time. She's just I gotta go get some beer. I mean, no, she didn't drink it when she was at work. She just had to get there because it closed at 2:30 and she wasn't off work until 3:30 in the morning.
So she'd go on her break.
Yeah, she would just go on her lunchtime. She'd go there, get her beer, come back. Well, it was close enough. I mean, it's just like me running to McDonald's or something. I mean, shit, I've taken an early lunch there and run to the dope store to pick up a...
It's weird, though, like, because I drive.
Yeah.
If I did that once where I was like, I'm just going to go... Because I'm right beside a liquor store. I'm going to go buy a bottle and drink it after work, right?
Yeah.
But it was just weird because I was driving with a person. So it's like, this guy's going to get drunk. Like, he's like, dude, this guy's got a problem. But I was just like, it's on sale. It was on sale. I got the
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a drink when you get home and shit, you know.
But it just looks bad because you're driving. Like, you're like...
Well, if you're driving and drinking, yes, it is bad.
But you bought the liquor and you just have it stored away and you're just like, all right.
Well, you haven't gone home yet.
Yeah, you haven't gone home.
Is it open? No? Okay. Is it open? Yes. Well, then let me out of the goddamn car.
Yeah. But I obviously didn't crack it. I waited or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I think that was one of
You're a responsible alcoholic.
Yeah. If you go to work and you got your job, you're responsible. You could be... There's certain people that just let it affect way too much shit in their life. Like
there is, yeah.
Like my buddy's gone through it. He's doing the AA and he's done it multiple times.
So it works, obviously.
It works, but
yeah, sure.
He went like a solid 2 years where he got his life in order.
Right.
But then he kind of fell off the wagon. You know what I mean? He did like the whole making amends to people, and he's going through those stages. And now I guess he's at least like 3 months sober, which is
the God
nice.
route.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works for him,
it works.
Then yeah,
it's working now, right? Like he's been sober for such a long time.
Yeah.
And it's good, man. And it woke me up because fuck, I was drinking like every day, man. Like I was.
So you say you're woke now?
I'm awake. Yeah.
Oh.
Open my eyes.
So there's a difference between being awake and being woke.
Woke is like cancel Eminem for his bullshit. I don't.
Is that woke though?
It's PC woke.
Yeah.
Woke has taken a shitty turn.
Yeah.
Like, woke used to be like the government's. Now woke is QAnon, man.
Yeah.
QAnon thinks they're. It's
okay, but anyways, you're telling us about being a functioning alcoholic.
Functioning alcoholic versus non-functioning.
Yeah.
You literally say fuck life. You don't even call in sick to work. You just say fuck. I ain't even picking that up for a week. Yeah. And you go, wow, that was a crazy week. Hey, guys. And you show up, and they're like, where the fuck were you?
What the fuck are you doing here? You've been fired, man.
That's like your job's fucked. There's like, potheads and yada, yada, yada. They show up to work, and they get the job done. I need a smoke break, smoke some weed in the docks or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to just sitting on the couch all day, that's a problem where marijuana is affecting, and you don't have a job, and you're like, I don't need nothing. I can't even fucking do an interview with people because...
Well, you see, that's just it. I never felt like that. For as big of a chronic fucking pothead as I am, I never... If I was out of a job, I was usually panicking.
Trying to find something.
Yeah, I was trying to find a job.
A functional pothead, right? It's a functional alcoholic too.
Yeah.
I drank every day, but I got my job done.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was like, dude, my liver's killing me. Like, when your liver starts acting up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably doing the same thing to my lungs and shit like that too.
Like
smoking.
tar.
Well, yeah, smoking cigarettes doesn't help either. But
yeah,
this is the way it is.
You ever try edibles?
No, I never have. I've never found... Well, actually, the wife's son makes dynamite chocolate chip cookies.
Start edibles, man.
Excellent ones.
Give your lungs a little rest.
Well, I've never really gotten... Because my one buddy, his wife, will do edibles because she doesn't smoke. But he says, she does the edibles. She gets all giggly, just like when we've smoked a joint and we get all giggly and shit like that. But every time I've done edibles, I've never really gotten like that. So I don't know if maybe, did I not do enough? Am I not giving enough time here?
You're how big are you? You're how like
fucking
man.
Man, that's a little. That is a little personal of a question.
Inches,
you asked your mama how big I am.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. No, like you're a big guy, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
if you do the same amount of edibles as a woman, you know, you're gonna be like, I don't feel this. She's all high, and I don't feel nothing, right? Like,
well, sometimes that means something. That, you know, obviously that means a lot for alcohol because a bigger guy will drink more than a smaller guy or girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've never really seen a big difference between a big person and a little person when it comes to pot.
And alcohol is kind of, it does, there's like big guys that can get fucked up because it's all the tolerance. But you also, you say you smoke every day, right? Smoke weed all the time, right?
I want to smoke one right now, fuck.
Yeah, you smoke weed all the time, so your tolerance is still up there. It's still THC. It's still breakdown. It's just the way it breaks down. Some people, they can take thousands of milligrams and not feel it because the way their body flushes out the THC faster than it can get into the system. Yeah. So there's times when like guys are like, I need to take hundreds and hundreds of edibles to feel anything. Mm-hmm. But like for me, I could take maybe an average dose, which is like 30 milligrams, and I'll be like, I'm nice and calm, and I feel all the effects that I want from it. But I don't know. It's an experiment thing. You can only buy like 10 milligrams at a time.
Well, exactly. See, that's just the thing. So you know, if you get a chocolate bar that's in like 10 little pieces, are you telling me that each piece has got 1 milligram? Can you say? Or is it you got to eat the whole chocolate bar and then you'll get your 10 milligrams, which I think is kind of what it is.
They have like squares that are and you can go online, and there's online ones where they're like. They're just, I guess, somehow if it's online, it's not regulated. There's like a guy in a dungeon and he's
mixing up his batches. Boil, toil, in trouble.
Throw in more THC.
More weed. This needs more weed.
That's how they go.
Just like more cowbell.
Yeah, more cowbell. It needs more THC.
More THC.
But yeah, I knew this guy, he got like gummy worms. And there's these little gummy worms. And they were like legit tasting like some 7-Eleven treat that you'd get. Yeah. You eat them and you'd be like, oh, that's nice. It's 50 milligrams. So you have like 2 or 3 of them. You're doing 150 milligrams, and they come in packs of 3. I think. So everyone would just be eating them, and then we'd all be having a party or whatever. Yeah. And they'd come out, and everyone's like, "Oh, these are cool." I got weed in them. No one knew at the time the milligram ratios and stuff. Yeah. So you're taking like a dose and a half, or almost like a double dose, pretty much. Yeah,
double dose.
Because it's like 25. 30 is an average. So my buddy kept eating them, and he's like, double dose? How fucking quadruple dose? Just keep double dosing it.
And what happened to him?
No, he'd get fucked up, but he likes it. He likes just...
So when he got fucked up, like, what was he like when he was fucked up on these?
He was a typical stoner, like, always doing all of the weed, the vapes, the bongs, the joints, the pipes, the blunts, the...
you don't have to rattle off all the
dabs, the fucking edibles,
the shatter,
the cannabis infused oils that you rub on your lotion, the shatter, the mounds of dunes of just THC.
So I wonder if anybody's tried jerking off with the THC lotions and shit. Have you? Was it you?
Your dick. Your dick feels nice. I haven't done it. I just heard, guys. I just fucking heard, all right?
There's always a forum for something.
Yeah. Takes your dick to another level.
That's right.
No, but yeah. And then he's one of those guys that likes just getting hundreds of milligrams and just watching Star Wars for five hours.
So he gets a real body stone kind of thing.
He kind of just goes to the couch and he says it just chills, right? Yeah. Well, and then there's but like the average person that just wants to party in those types of scenarios, when they get all emotional, and it's like giving someone shrooms that
I love you, man,
shouldn't have kind of thing. Yeah, shouldn't have that, and they're like, you know, what am I doing with my life, man? And he's just like, dude, this is a party. Get out of here. Yeah, it's a party.
So those are the people that probably shouldn't do it.
I think I'm with the wrong person. My girlfriend.
I'm getting all introspective here.
And you're just like, dude, give me those edibles, man.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting away from those. Come here. Give me those. Give me those.
There's so many people that just think that they can do edibles and function and not get, because there's a paranoid feeling, right?
Well, yeah, there is, because I used to get that when I first started smoking pot.
Yeah, and then that feeling, it's like almost like a test. Yeah, like if you should keep going or not go. Yes, and if you get paranoid,
that is put so well.
Yeah, yeah. If you're paranoid, you can't fucking function.
Well, and I mean, you can smoke yourself past that paranoia, because I did. Yeah. You know, I did. It's just okay. You know, you got to realize, well, no, your parents aren't constantly coming home. You know, they're at work. They're going to be home at like 5 o'clock. You have plenty of time to do whatever.
Air out the basement.
Exactly. Air it out. Get a couple of fans, maybe some incense or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, you know, I smoked myself out of that paranoia.
Yeah. And then
a lot of things I've smoked out of my head.
You know my mom, man. My mom, she got me caught so many times.
Okay, sorry. Well, you could send in those. You could send in the text. You could send in those texting things to my daughter, and I'll stop bugging you about your mom.
Doesn't have a daughter.
Yes, I do. Her name is Stephanie, and I know you've dubbed her "Stuff It in Me."
Stuff it in me. This imaginary daughter's
Stephanie,
getting plowed
stuff it in me.
tonight.
Yeah,
no, but my mom, we used to live in up in North Kildonan, and we had a basement.
Right.
Just all the time, I'd be smoking weed all the time, Mom.
Yeah.
And I would be at lunch with all of the people from my school, and I mean, if you haven't been inside my basement and smoked weed in my basement, you're looked at as like, oh dude, what, you didn't smoke then?
So were you kind of like the party club sort of thing?
It was like, just because it was like literally go across the field, there's my house, and we just smoke weed all of the time in high school. And it got to a point where like I was selling so much weed that like people I don't even know would be like, "Hey man, you got some weed?" I'd be like, "I don't know you, bro. You're a cop."
Just word of mouth has gone around that you're fucking.
It was actually crazy.
Yep.
But I remember I had like a little Monopoly thing,
right?
And then I'd open up the Monopoly thing, and then inside the bags, instead of the houses, was my weed. It was the houses, like little bags of weed. I'd be like, "There you go, guys." And at the time, when you're in high school, people were like, "Oh my god, you're brilliant, bro." Light up, boys. Pay me after. You can't leave unless you pay me.
Oh my god, you were a kingpin.
It was like, I was a Monopoly kingpin. Sit in my chair and I'd just be high and I'd be like, "Yo guys, but you gotta listen to my raps." And I just think I was so good at rapping. Just high as fuck.
Shit.
You're pretty good, man. And they're all high. They just want my weed.
They're just there for the weed, not the rap.
They're just there for the weed, not my rap.
The Monopoly Kingpin, that's beautiful.
But yeah.
So now you got to do a song called the Monopoly
Kingpin for sure.
Yeah.
But then my mom would come down. There'd be times when my mom would get off early and she'd come down and just, "Jeff, what the fuck? You're smoking hashish." And it was just weed, but I guess it was good smelling weed, and it was so poignant in the basement that it smelled like hash that my mom thought. But I was like, I also don't clean up, so it's probably a mixture of like the dirt and musty smell of like mold.
Well,
but it was
just a quick story. When I was living in England, after my girlfriend passed away when I was over there, my mom came to visit me, and I was upstairs in the house, and I was smoking a joint, and she comes bursting into the room like she usually does, and I put it down behind the nightstand that I had in front of me. But it was hilarious because there was just this steady stream of smoke coming up from behind it, and I think I still had some in my mouth or something. She just looked at me, "So you're smoking that weed?" And I was gonna go, "Well, no, actually it's hash. It's not weed." But I didn't figure that was the time to actually, kind of point out the differences, the subtle differences between weed and hash.
I was trying to and my mom was like, "It's hashish, hashish," and we're just like, me and my buddies were all looking at it. "Oh, we wish we had that hashish." I'm like, "Mom, it's not hashish. So it's not." She's hashish.
Trying to give you shit. You and your buddies are all cracking up laughing because it's not.
We were so high too. Like she was literally accusing.
And of course, that's making her madder.
And I was like, "This is false accusations, Mom. I need a lawyer." I was like telling my mom, I want a trial. Take this to court. And it was a funny thing and then it'd happen again. It'd be like, the next time it'd be the exact same thing. My mom, it was like one of those things where all my buddies are like, "Dude, I remember your mom flipping out," and they'd tell me things, and I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, she did do that. That was fucking hilarious." Because every time I'd be like, "Yeah, so we're coming back tomorrow." They're like, "But your mom just flipped out. She's no way she's gonna miss work again. She's not gonna come back tomorrow."
Yeah, exactly. As long as we're not destroying the house. Well, actually, I remember a buddy of mine when we were in school. Yeah. Now, people said he did this just to get out of school, but actually I found out what really happened. Him and another buddy of mine were smoking hash in a pipe, and apparently I don't know if the screen kind of popped out, but somehow a little chunk of hash ended up fucking popping out, hit the curtain. They were so high they didn't really react fast enough, ended up burning his fucking house down.
what the fuck?
You know, probably not like to
ember.
ashes but yeah, little ember pops out of the pipe, hits the curtains, and I mean, this was back
Curtains,
in the
yeah.
this was back
Once
in
the
the
curtains
80s
catch
and shit.
fire, it's
Exactly.
everything.
Once
They're
the
so
curtains catch
dusty.
fire, that's it.
You got them. When do you dust for your curtains? You just leave them up. And
You do. You maybe give them a shake when you open them or something. Dust falls to the floor. Well, I mean, a lot of people would, you take the vacuum and you just kind of vacuum them off and shit like that. But it's a vertical surface. Dust doesn't really stick to a vertical surface.
Dude,
that's what I kept saying.
The smoking weed stories. I got my buddy expelled by accident. By accident. So we would smoke weed in my basement, right? And we were so high, and I'm like, I got Visine, Visine? Yeah, the Visine you need. I'm like, yeah, I got Visine, man. I'm pretty sure I got it. He's like, you sure, bro? You sure? Yeah. I don't want to get caught. And I was just like, we got really high. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was like higher than like there's, I don't know what the hell was in that weed. It was probably the top of the line shit. Bro, I'm high. I'm like, my eyes. I took so much Visine I would wake up and bathe in Visine.
Oh my god!
So like, I took it and my eyes didn't ever get red at that
basically
point.
Basically bleach.
So yeah, I bleached my eyes, and I was like, I'm good. I'm not. My eyes aren't good. Aren't red, and I'm gonna go to school. My buddy, his eyes are like, dude, red as this cup, man. I was like, dude, you look like a demon. Like you look like a pitch red. Like you look like you either been crying or something. So just come up with the idea that he's like, what about the Vise? I'm like, oh yeah, the Vise. He's like,
the Vise
is expired. I'm like, it'll probably still work, right?
It should. Yeah.
Didn't work. It made it redder.
Oh my god!
It got so red. It was like, dude, like legit. The Pineapple Express redder than your eyes are redder than the devil's dick. It was that red. And he goes into school. I'm like, just don't go to school then. Like, don't go to school,
Take day
bro.
off.
I'm gonna go to school, but bro, just. And he was so paranoid of not going to school.
I'll bet you if you'd taken the day off with him, you might have stayed home.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to go to school because I got a test. I'm high, and I'm prepared now.
Yeah.
Because I was such a stoner back then. I got so high, I legit had psychotic breaks, and I thought, people thought I was on crack and meth and PCP, and I was just like, no, just really good fucking weed.
Oh my god.
I got spiders.
Spiders all over me.
There's some good weed. No, but, then he goes to school, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, eyes fucking red. He's so paranoid, looking like he's high. And the teacher calls in the principal, sits him down. He's like,
of course, he's all baked.
And he's a minority. He's Asian.
Yeah.
He was Asian. So they're like, your eyes are so red and yada yada yada. We're gonna fucking expel you. And I was just like, oh man, why would they expel him for being high in school, dude?
Especially if it was like just his first incident or something.
Hundreds of guys all throughout the years would be high as fuck and be like, there's no way of proving it. But the thing is, I think because he admitted to it and he's trying to apologize and he's just like, sorry, this is policy.
Kind of fucked himself up.
But I was like, again, he is so mad at me for but I was like, that's funny as shit because I was laughing at him when he told me. But he's like, dude, you got me fucking expelled. I'm like, dude, I gave you like 3 options. 1, you're crying. 2, the Visine, it didn't work. You could say like you had a tough day. You just lie. But he told the truth.
Pollen allergies.
And then you could have, at the end of the day, if you're way too high and paranoid, just go home, man.
Yeah.
Like an absent is like,
big deal.
He was absent.
Yeah, exactly.
You come back the next day not high, and you just show up and say, I was sick.
Sorry, I had a little cough.
I was way too high last time. I was way too high yesterday.
Way too high.
You would have expelled me if I showed up.
That's right.
I was being smart, don't worry.
Yeah, see, he would have been doing it just for the benefit of everybody else.
But yeah, the smoking weed stories are so funny, man.
Well, we had this one history teacher when I was going to high school, and
smoke weed.
He was very dry. His classes were very boring, and I always felt that if I got high before going to his class, it would help. It didn't, because then I just started kind of falling asleep, and I mean, I was right in the front of his class, and he would look at me and he would see my eyes were red. So why he never sent me down to the principal, or
some teachers are
never interfered, but
that's
I ended up having to take history again, but fortunately the second time I had a much more entertaining teacher who just happened to be German and loved to make out a point that he was in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia when the Holocaust was happening. I don't know
Yeah, to get that out.
Why he had to get that out, but he did. Well, and it was funny because when he was teaching us history, he's talking to us about the longboats that the voyagers were using, and he would stand with his back against the door, and he would go, the longboats were from here to there, and he would do that. And then fucking walk across and we're just kind of looking at him as he's going, what the fuck is this?
Where the fuck is QAnon,
Hey,
man?
where was QAnon at that time?
Oh, they're, how tall is Hitler? Oh, he's about this high, and he lives over there.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, it's the old, have you seen Kyle? He's about this tall?
Yeah. Fucking, I had a German teacher that was in college.
Yeah.
And he was one of those, you gotta do things right.
Yeah.
We need a perfection. You must do this.
Yeah.
And he had the German accent and stuff like that. But then one day he made a joke about something. It was something like yada 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 yada. I don't even know what was going on. But he was like talking, and then everyone was like, "Holy shit!" Every now and then I gotta throw in a joke, guys. Because. I don't want to have this. You know what? Us Germans, when we get mad, you know what we could do? And everyone was like, oh my God. I was laughing my ass off, though, because that's funny.
That's hilarious.
It's funny. But it was like, he wasn't one of those, he was obviously just a normal guy.
Yeah.
But he was just normally, like, he had a list of things, and he was a very, he had an engineer kind of perfectionist mind.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Germans are kind of like that. It's the, getting it down in order and shit like that.
So
I always about Nazism.
I obviously had to drop out because I was like, I'll just cabinetry and woodworking, and I was guessing everything. Everything I was doing was guessing, and I was just like, it looks right. It looks right.
Their skull head.
Making chairs with no backs that just collapse.
Well, then it's a stool.
It's a stool.
Chair with no back is called a stool.
You're a fucking loser. They had to ban stools from the chair competition because we made stools. We made a stool that was so shitty. It was a stool that it didn't have even legs.
Oh my God.
It was so bad.
As long as you didn't make one with the giant wooden cock right in the middle of it or something.
Well, that actually
that would have probably sold.
It would have been worth the most.
Yeah.
Nowadays with the OnlyFans and the premium Snapchats.
OnlyFans of what?
OnlyFans. Okay, OnlyFans. I explained this to you like 10 times already, you old man.
Please do it again because, I don't think I got it the first couple of times.
Patreon.
Who?
Patreon. Okay,
is it a person?
A subscription-based. I want to see our podcasts. We have some sort of. We could do this.
Yes, you always want to see our podcast.
We have some sort of podcasts that are just audio only, but they're behind a paywall.
Right.
Now, some women have photos on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter.
Yeah.
But then they have also some photos that are behind a paywall. That's OnlyFans. At Patreon, we could do the same thing with Patreon. We could have exclusive podcasts that if our fans are deep enough to pay $20 a month,
it's hard enough to get people watch this thing for fucking free, let alone pay.
But the thing is,
we give it all away.
If we there's a certain thing where there's a lot of losers on OnlyFans that are making some good thousands of bucks
because they're showing their tits.
But we have something that
I'll show you my tits.
Yeah. Save that for the page.
Save that for the only pay page. PayPal wall.
Yeah, save that for the
Jesus Christ!
Because
society's crumbling.
It's almost like, hey, guys, Google had something, or Amazon had the mystery box.
Right.
And it would just send you a random thing from like Furby or something. It would send you like a Hot Wheels cars or something. It was a mystery box.
How much was the mystery box worth?
$99. So you'd
$100.
Yeah, you'd get like obviously $100.
Oh, okay. So you'd at least
sometimes you'd get something better. Sometimes you'd get something better. Sometimes you'd get like.
But you at least got $100 worth of something.
Something. So I think maybe sometimes you'd be like, it's just a teddy bear, and you'd be like, I don't think this is worth $100. But they had something like that where just the mystery of it sold more than just selling the actual product, because you knew the product. You go, but the mystery thing, you could get something cool, like
you could get something cool,
whatever, But
still, like I said, at least you're getting $100 worth of something.
That's kind of like the mystery with OnlyFans. Is like, dude, I know that girl. I seen her naked, but what the fuck is she posting on it? What the fuck is she posting out on there? That could be with the podcast too, because there's a split where the people have the free stuff that they give, but then they obviously go a little bit in depth more into their paid prescription.
Yeah, if somebody's going to pay for something, you gotta at least make it worth the while, I guess. So
plus you can only, I think most of the time you can only do audios for those things, so you don't have to worry too much about getting the lighting or how you look.
So then how are you supposed to put naked pictures up if it's audio only? Or is it just people moaning, just, oh.
No, that's the page, it's like the paid, there's a paid prescription for podcasting.
Right.
That's the paid prescription for podcasting. Like it's either Luminary things, I don't even know how, you got to kind of Google it, but OnlyFans is only photos and videos but you can do anything you want, so you could put on videos.
So it's just basically another way for people to make money.
It became porn very quick.
Gee, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Doesn't everything become porn eventually?
You know why Betamax got switched to VHS tapes?
Why?
Porn.
The
porn industry had revolutionized VHS porn tapes.
Right.
And then, slowly with DVDs became HD. You know why? Because motherfuckers in the porn industry had these cameras that were excelling past movie cameras.
Well, yeah, they've got the money, so,
one thing led to another. Yeah. And you know why Elon Musk is putting a chip in people's brains so we can have complete access to the internet?
Porn?
Because of porn.
Nice.
They want.
So he's just going to make,
They had the virtual realities. The first one on virtual reality.
Yeah.
Porn. You put on a porn thing, and the guy has the porn goggles, and he's filming everything, and the girl's touching him and shit.
Yeah.
And you put it on, and now the girl's touching you. Oh my god, it looks so real. She's not there. You're really sure you can't grab her.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got the equipment,
the goggles,
the fleshlight, maybe the sex doll.
The sex doll, yeah.
The vibrating.
Jesus Christ.
The collecting semen pouch.
The semen pouch, just in case you want to save it for later. I'm going to meet a girl eventually, so I'm going to save my cum.
Like Rick and Morty, he's fucking our sex robot.
Yeah.
He becomes a fucking thing. Yeah. That's where we're headed, man.
Oh my god.
That's where we're headed, where guys are just pumping in robots.
Well, maybe that's not so bad. It'd probably cut down on the domestic abuse because, you try slapping a robot, the robot's either going to stand there because it's not going to hurt.
It just stops.
Yeah, or it's just going to stop you and
start turning red.
Yeah.
Like iRobot.
Yeah. Terminator mode engaged.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to hurt a human, but the human hurt me.
Yeah. It conflicts with the three rules of Asimov there, and robots start killing people. My God.
You think a robot would actually be like, I believe this?
Well, no, because it would need
laws.
Well, it's got to first ascend into self-awareness or something like that. Who's going off about the AI? Elon Musk?
Well, that Sophia robot was an AI.
Yeah.
Chatbot.
But these things start learning and shit like that. And before you know it, we have Terminators crushing our skulls.
Then we have to go back and, by that time they would have invented time travel. And
hopefully.
We'd go back in time.
But maybe the robots would already know that and stop us from making the time machine so we couldn't go back.
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing you do is pop Elon Musk in the head, right?
Yes.
Hey,
he's the one fighting against it.
You're messing with the AI. But he's the guy that
I know, he created it,
Tesla
and now he's
to the forefront, and then now he's having a conflict of interest of his own.
Yeah.
I send my car to Mars. What is it? What if the car's still driving, Elon? What is it? The car has no natural enemies out in Mars.
That's right. Who's going to kill the car and eat it?
The car doesn't have any predators, Elon.
Must be stopped. I mean, let alone the fact that
send a Ford gas guzzler down there.
This asshole has made billions. All of these fuckers, him, Bezos, Zuckerberg, they've all made billions during this COVID,
and they only had like 2 ideas really between all of them.
Exactly. And I mean, what are they doing to help the rest of the human race with all their billions of dollars? Oh, while we're providing a service, I'm sending people into space. People don't need to go into fucking space, Elon.
Yeah, we're leaving Earth like it's some big. Oh, it's all on fire, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get out of here. Because I can guarantee you that if they find life evidence of life on Mars, it's going to be because we were already there. We fucked it up, and the best we could do was the Superman thing, and we shipped off a fucking piece of cum down to Earth, and it just sprouted. And let's try this again.
Yep.
That's about it. So. That's pretty much my thoughts on that whole matter.
And the whole all of life is just we're going to Mars. Okay, it's healed, and okay, now we're back to Earth. Okay, now we're back to Mars.
Yeah, Earth, Mars.
Yeah, and then
they'll build one of them super train tunnels or something.
And then we get hit by an asteroid because God is angry.
Oh yeah.
Couple of asteroids.
He, she, somebody up there is pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful, man.
That you do. That is the lesson you will take from today's show: is be careful.
Be careful. Yeah.
Be careful. Always wrap it up.
Always check for your microphone to be.
Always check. Make sure your microphones are plugged in.
And
if a hooker is gonna shit on your chest, make sure she does the squat and.
Make sure she's 2 feet apart.
Yeah. Make sure she's socially distanced, or at least facing away from you. Have just her ass pointed at your face.
Yeah.
And then she can shit on your chest. But yeah, it's the squat and hover. Squat and hover. Not quite the stop, drop, and roll, but squat, hover.
Put plastic down underneath you too.
You don't want that, because then you get the shit into the carpet, and then you can just relive the moment by rolling around in the carpet. Yeah, the more you try to wash it out, the more you're just going to bring the stink and the stain up. So
it is hooker poo is expensive.
Hooker poo can be expensive, and then you can start exporting it or something. Mm-hmm. Call it blood poo or something.
Did you hear about this girl Belle Daphne or whatever? She sold her bathwater.
Nice.
To a guy.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a rumor that one of the guys that bought it got herpes.
Well, not surprising, and serves him right.
It might have been a rumor.
What'd she sell it for?
Like thousands of dollars.
For like the whole tub full of it, or was she...
A couple of vials. But she's one of those e-girls. You know what an e-girl is?
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah. And that,
does it mean
hey
easy?
Guys. Easy, electronical girl. Like, hey.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet she's electronic.
Hi, fans. Yeah. And she has this weird, like...
She's probably not even real.
She doesn't seem real. Like,
she'll be one of those generated images or something, because the technology on that's getting a little better.
And it was some dude's bathwater that he did was just freaking...
Something he's pissed in, shit in, obviously got herpes in.
Around
Obviously got the herpes virus in there. See, that's why you don't bathe with open herpes wounds. Yeah. Because you could spread it when you sell your bath water.
Yeah, man. So you got anything?
No, I think. Oh yeah, there's lots I want to tell the people, but I would need more alcohol.
Go fuck yourself. We're late. We showed up late. All right.
We showed up late. We didn't plug our microphone in.
Go fuck yourself.
I gotta pee.
Yeah.
Anything to promote? What do you got?
I talked a lot about. I'd mentioned probably once or twice every single time we do this. The Patrice O'Neill, like just all of his shit that he's taught. All the shit that he talks about, how he just discriminates against women and shit like that. His racial disputes about the society and how he's a brilliant comic, and he's one of those underrated guys that no one talks about. They finally got the documentary right. They did a documentary for him. They had shown all of the stuff that he's kind of his whole life, and talks to his mom, and they did like a good fucking nice hour-and-a-half documentary. And I'm big on documentaries, man, and they didn't make it sad. It wasn't like, because he was always joking about it. He's like, I got diabetes, I'm a fat motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking die of a cookie. You'd laugh at that shit, right? It was like, so I'd say go check it out. It's the Patrice O'Neill Killing is Easy documentary, because it's like once you learn how to tell jokes, you just go up on there and rant about whatever you want. And it's a good philosophy, man, because that's what the best comedians do. They just tell their ideas, and they kind of go share a little bit of life, and the Louis C.K.'s. Fucking Bill Burr.
There's Patrice O'Neill, but fucking Dane Cook is still alive.
Yeah, Dane Cook was actually one of his good friends. They were both like in the Comedy Sellers together. They always show, and Bill Burr, like there's a guy Robert Kelly, and Dane Cook and Patrice O'Neill. They were all nobodies and kind of just going up into New York, stand up in Boston. And, it's fucking actually really interesting. Their stories they have about like, he's like, there's one story I think he said he's like, man, you see that black hooker over there? The black hookers don't like black men. He's like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, what are you telling? So, black men always try to negotiate the prices. He's like, no way, you're fucking, black hookers aren't racist. What are you doing? He's like, watch. Hey, what's up, honey? She's like, fuck off. He's like, told you. And he's just like, blew his mind. Fucking funny shit, man. Funny but true is always the best kind of comedy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, check that out. I definitely will.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill documentary. What's it called again?
Killing is Easy.
Killing is easy.
Patrice O'Neill.
Because no pimping ain't.
Pimping ain't easy. Yeah.
Pimping ain't
Well,
easy.
it's tiring.
It is.
It's tiring.
It can
to
be,
convince
so.
a girl to shit on your chest.
Yeah.
This is tiring.
You gotta offer the money. You gotta have the money.
The money
so.
or real good game.
Yeah, that's right. But we'll be back next time.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have our audio issues worked out, and we won't get so high beforehand.
We'll plug in.
We will get plugged in,
if
tuned
we can
in.
Figure that out, right?
Yeah, if we can figure out how a plug works. Only if a USB were chicken. So until next time, XLG, Mediumjay, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Subscribe, like, do whatever you have to do.
We might set up a Patreon. We might set up a
Sure.
We might set up a premium.
I'm sure somebody would like to see your ass at some point, but not me, not now.
Gotta shave.
All right. See ya.